Hello YouTube and welcome to Cue Ball's Reef. Give you a little shot of my reef. This is a 72-gallon bow front. This system has been up and running for about 7 months. I have multiple corals, softies, LPS, and some SPS, just a few. Here's most of my fish. Decided to come out and play today. They're not being too shy. I've got 4 of the green chromis, 1 pajama cardinal, 2 ocellaris clowns, a Niger trigger, and a lavender tang. Then of course, well, now he's going to be shy. I've got my yellow Watchman Goby, which you saw at the beginning of the video, and tucked up under that rock is a lawnmower blenny. He likes to hide too. So some of the corals that are in here, most of these corals are either from Travis at Fish of Hex or Worldwide Corals, thanks to their eBay auctions. This is a Sinularia from Fish of Hex. Now this started just as a tiny little frag, and boy, has it exploded. I've actually fragged this off 2 or 3 times. This is a Duncan. Come on, fishies, get out of the way. This is another Fish of Hex special. Bought it as a 3-head, and it's really taken off. You can't really see right now, but it's got at least 6 or 7 heads growing underneath the main heads there. Oh, my little Zoa garden. These are all from Worldwide Corals. I've got some dragon eyes up top, some unnamed Zoa, my AOIs, some more unnamed Zoas. We've got a Halle Berry Zoa right there. Started as 1 polyp and it's just kind of staying as 1 polyp. And another unnamed back there. And then I've got a candy cane acan right up front. Let's see, going this way. These fish have never been this active like this. That's a green Cyphastria. There's my Recordia. Those are both from Worldwide Corals. A trumpet coral. Got a Pavona. And kind of in the back there is a meteor shower Cyphastria. Those are all from Worldwide Corals. Up top we've got a Monty and my tuxedo urchin. And a Season's Greetings Monty. Boy, is it just taken off. Those are both from Worldwide Corals. That's my torch coral. He's kind of going to bed because it's late here on the East Coast. It's getting dark, so he wants to go back to bed. On my frag rack, I have a frag here. It's a Cyphastria that I actually rescued from my nano tank. It wasn't doing so well up there, so I brought it down here into the main display, and he's coming back nicely, taking back over the frag plug. Got another little Recordia that split from the main Recordia, so I glued it down to a frag plug, and it's doing well. Oh, there's my fire shrimp underneath there. And we got this awesome hammer from Fish of Hex. Travis does some great work. If you haven't checked out his site, you really should. I've got my GoldenEye chalice, which is just a monster. It started as just a tiny little frag, and you can see that it's just taken off. Got a unnamed echinata up here. Got that off of eBay, thanks to the Worldwide Coral eBay auctions. And what else? We got a pumpkin pie chalice. Got another Fish a Hex special here. This is a neon green Blasto. Back in there, I got a Darth Maul chalice. He just kind of does his thing. He hasn't really gotten any bigger. I think it might be the lighting, but I'm not sure. And then we got a couple echinatas just spread throughout the rock work there. Some GSP up front on its own little island. This is another frag that I brought down from the nano tank that wasn't doing so well. It's a Micromusa, so it's making a pretty strong comeback. This is my precious platy. Definitely taken off. It's encrusting most of the frag plug. Up top here I've got a neon green stylo. Super fuzzy. Started off really small and he's just been kind of making a huge comeback. And my Phavites, sorry that this isn't focusing, it's really just kind of bugging me. There it goes. A neon tip toadstool. Now this is the Recordia that's fragged off that little piece all on its own. And this is my long tentacle toadstool. It's got white tips, which I haven't seen one of those, and boy, I'll tell you what, when this thing's blown around with the power head like this, it looks amazing. He started off as just a little tiny frag as well, and he's just blowing up the one side of my tank. A couple more chalices down here. This is a lime in the sky, I think it is. It's from Worldwide Corals. And a red war chalice. So they say. It looks more like a Phavites to me, but I can't be sure. He's another one that's just taken off. And in the back here, somewhere, yeah, there's one of my little chromies. There's another echinata that's just kind of doing his thing in the back. He is definitely encrusted over his plug. It's another Worldwide Coral special. As far as filtration on this tank, I am running a sump. It's about 20 gallons underneath. I have just some basic filtration going on down there. I have a sponge just to collect all the big stuff. And it runs into a protein skimmer by Aquatop. It's rated for 100 gallons, and boy does it do work. Being that I was new into the bigger aquariums, I thought, well, I'm going to try and save a few bucks up front, and I'm super glad that I did, because it really runs well. Gets a lot of skimmate off there, so I'm more than happy with it. I do have a refugium underneath running Chaeto, and back into the tank with a DC pump. I do have a couple of power heads. I've got my Jabo wave maker over here. Now you'll notice that I do have a heater up top here. It's been running pretty cold here in Pennsylvania, so I just threw an extra heater in up top to maintain heat throughout the whole tank, because it started dipping a little bit low, so just threw the extra heater in there. On this side I just have two Amazon special power heads just to get some flow going through here. And then I'm also running a canister filter, which I've basically just turned into a carbon reactor. I have some C-Chem matrix in there and some activated carbon, and I'll run that for probably about 10 hours every couple of days just to keep my water cleared up. I do have a sandy substrate. I had a lot of trouble at first with diatoms with this. I guess the video's not really doing it any justice, but it's pretty much gone and it's really coming back to its original white color. So I'm pretty happy about that. You can see the core lines growing like crazy all over the back glass, all over the rock work. It's starting to really bloom. So, but yeah, this is my first video. Just wanted to introduce you to the Reef. You know, give you a quick overview. And thanks for watching. I'll try and post more videos as I get around to it. And maybe next one I'll show off the nano tank. So, yeah, this is Cue Ball's Reef.